Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 25 of the September daily draw. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Mystic Palette Tarot Mutual Edition, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And this is the Fool card. A bit of fun again, I believe. A bit of simple, childlike wonder, and also a sense of adventure that we're going to have as we move forward, keeping that element of excitement and anticipation going that we were talking about over the past couple of days, and that we've had throughout the readings. In fact, yesterday, we were talking about maintaining our motivation and nurturing it and taking care of it, keeping that flame burning. And part of that was to put some element of fun or enjoyment into what we're doing. Yes, what we're doing can be serious, and we need to be serious about it and put serious effort into it. But also we can have elements of fun blended in with it as well as we do it, and that helps to keep our enjoyment, and the enjoyment will help to keep that flame of motivation and interest that we need in order to see things through to the end. And I believe the Fool can help us with that sense of adventure, that sense of excitement and anticipation, and that preparedness to be ready for anything. That's part of the adventure, not knowing everything that's going to lie in front of us, not knowing how things are going to go totally. That, there are elements of surprise, and some of these things can be pleasant surprises, some of these things can be challenges, but we can see those challenges and embrace them just as much as the pleasant surprises, in the sense that the challenges are opportunities to develop, to grow, and to learn, and that in itself can be embraced as something exciting and adventurous. And that's how we progress, that's how we move forward. So the Fool is someone that embraces these things, embraces experience in general, and is willing to just experience life in all its colors and shapes and forms, and doesn't shrink back from life, that goes and embraces life and all that it has to give. And we need to be able to take, that step forward into that adventure, and with that same spirit of adventure and willingness to experience life in whatever shape or form it turns up to us in each moment, and see it as opportunities to grow, to move forward, to learn, to have something about ourselves revealed that we didn't know before. Discovery is part of the adventure, of course. And this is important for us, to be willing to discover something new along the way. So having this energy of the Fool, yes, there's going to be risks, there's going to be challenges, and we may listen to, either the advice of others, or if we have a companion to go with in our life. But to all intents and purposes, the journey is ours and ours alone. But maybe the companion is our higher self, that this little voice within that may just prompt us now and again just to be a little careful, not to shrink back, go for, keep on your adventure and enjoy yourself. But now and again, just listen to any words of caution. It may be just proceed, but proceed with vigilance, so that you will know how to navigate a certain point along the journey. This is part of the adventure. But the important message that the Fool brings to us is to find ways of saying yes to embracing opportunities and experiences that life brings to us, rather than automatically looking for reasons to say no. As I said, there may be words of caution at points, but where possible, say yes to life and the experiences that it brings, and do so with a sense of adventure and willingness to experience these things, and see how that grows you as a person and moves you forward in your life journey towards what you want to achieve. And that is the message of the Fool. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. Molasses. That's what we have here. And it says to move forward, you must know where you're headed. That may seem to contradict what I've just said. But yes, you can know where you're headed. You have a purpose to your adventure, but you don't know everything that's going to be found along each step of the way. There are going to be those surprises, those challenges, as you move towards where you're headed. So, in a sense, what I said, you can know in part what your adventure entails and the purpose of your adventure. You have to have a sense of purpose about it. But you won't know everything that's going to be involved in getting there. Those are where the unknown bits come in. So, yes, by all means, know where you're headed. Have a sense of direction of where you're aiming for. But the journey to get there is full of unexperienced moments that you have to pass through, as yet unexperienced, but you're going to experience them along the road, along the journey. And yes, you might know where you're headed, but part of the fun of it, don't they say that the fun is not so much in reaching the destination, but it's in the journey and getting there that brings the most joy and enlightenment and fulfillment. And that's what I feel the Fool would say in this instance. So by all means, know where you're headed to, what your intent is, but be ready for surprises and things to come up along the journey. And that's what the message of these cards are saying today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 26. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.